the Yellowstone universe just keeps growing, with 1923 Season 2, the upcoming 1944, and the much-anticipated Matthew McConaughey spinoff. It's the perfect time to revisit the complex and ever-evolving Dutton family tree. Tracking the Dutton lineage is no easy task. Compared to this, even the infamous Ewing family from Dallas looks simple. Thankfully, as of 2025, with multiple prequels, sequels, and hidden clues spread across the original series, we now have a clearer understanding of this legendary family's history. So let's break it all down, starting from the very beginning. The Dutton legacy began with James Dutton and Margaret Dutton, the first settlers of what would become the Yellowstone Ranch. James, played by Tim McGraw in 1883, was a Civil War veteran who dreamed of a better life out west. However, the journey to Montana was fraught with hardship and loss, most notably the tragic death of their daughter, Elsa Dutton. Elsa's death became a pivotal moment in the family's history. Her final wish was to be buried on the land, which ultimately anchored the Duttons to Montana for generations to come. The Yellowstone Ranch became more than just a home. It became sacred ground. Margaret, played by Faith Hill, was a resilient and determined woman who held the family together through unimaginable loss. But when James died, an event briefly shown in a Yellowstone Season 4 flashback, Margaret was left to raise their two sons, John Dutton Sr. and Spencer Dutton, alone. Realizing she couldn't do it on her own, she reached out to James's brother, Jacob Dutton, for help. With James gone, his brother Jacob Dutton, played by Harrison Ford, stepped in to take over the ranch alongside his wife, Cara Dutton, played by Helen Mirren. He fought relentlessly to preserve both the land and the family name. Though Jacob and Cara had no biological children, they raised John Dutton Sr. and Spencer Dutton as their own. John Sr. dedicated his life to ranching, while Spencer, deeply scarred by World War I, embarked on a journey of self-discovery far from Montana. Spencer's storyline in 1923 captivated fans, showcasing a different side of the Dutton family, a man shaped by war and an epic love story that eventually called him back home. John Sr. married and had a son, Jack Dutton, who later wed Elizabeth Dutton. The couple faced heartbreak when they discovered they were unable to have children. This revelation threw a major wrench into the assumed family lineage, leaving fans puzzled about who truly fathered John Dutton II, the grandfather of Yellowstone's main protagonist, John Dutton III. For years, fans believed Jack Dutton was the father of John II, but given 1923's revelations, that theory no longer holds up. So who is John II's real father? One of the most popular theories suggests that Spencer Dutton may be the missing link. We know his wife Alexandra is pregnant in 1923 Season 2, and if she does make it to Montana, their child could be raised by Jack and Elizabeth as their own. This would explain why John II's origins remain so vague, perhaps intentionally left open by Yellowstone creator Taylor Sheridan to be explored in 1944. Brandon Sklenar, who plays Spencer, hinted that his character's story is far from over and will have lasting consequences. Kevin Costner himself has even alluded to mysteries in the Dutton lineage, suggesting there might be more to John III's ancestry than meets the eye. Fast forward to present-day Yellowstone, and we meet John Dutton III, played by Kevin Costner. He has spent his life fiercely protecting the ranch, but his own family is filled with internal struggles. Case Dutton, played by Luke Grimes, is John's youngest son, constantly torn between his duty to the Dutton name and the life he has built with Monica and their son, Tate. He wants to break the cycle of violence, but keeps getting pulled back in. Beth Dutton, played by Kelly Riley, is as ruthless as she is loyal. She would do anything for her father and Yellowstone, even if it meant destroying everything in her path. Her love story with Rip Wheeler adds another layer to her complex character. Jamie Dutton, played by Wes Bentley, is the black sheep of the family. Adopted and raised as a Dutton, he has spent his life trying to prove himself, only to be rejected at every turn. The discovery of his true parentage only deepened his internal struggles, leading to one of the most tragic character arcs in the series. With John III's reign coming to an end, the future of Yellowstone is in the hands of the next generation. Tate Dutton, Case's son, is the only confirmed biological grandson of John Dutton III. However, with his Native American heritage from his mother, Monica, his claim to the land could look very different in the future. Jamie Dutton Jr., Jamie's biological son, isn't a Dutton by blood, but carries the name. Many speculate that he and Tate could one day clash over the ranch. With all the twists, betrayals, and unanswered questions, one thing is clear. The Dutton saga is far from over. As 1923 continues, and 1944 prepares to expand the Dutton story even further, we can expect more revelations about the family's past and how it shapes the present, who will ultimately inherit Yellowstone Ranch. Will Spencer's bloodline play a bigger role than we thought? What do you think? Drop your theories in the comments, and don't forget to follow for more Yellowstone updates.